Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. Gold is approaching $1,500, silver up 10 cents to $17.61, and geopolitical worries are resurfacing, which is definitely going to push the price of precious metals up. Now we know that this is one of the biggest drivers to influence silver's price for the better is when there is economic insecurity, and right now I'm going to be sharing some of the context behind the scenes of what's going on. Hopefully by the end of this video you will have a better awareness and understanding on where precious metals are headed, so you can it will affect the choices you're making, whether you're buying, selling, or trading. So the link to this article will be in the description. Like always, and I'll try to highlight the main parts of the article and share my opinion on everything as well. So let's jump into it. So gold and silver prices are moderately higher in midday U.S. trading Monday on some safe haven demand as trader and investor risk aversion is a bit keener to start the trading week. December gold futures were up $7.10 an ounce at $1,495. December COMEX silver prices were last up 16 cents at $17.66 an ounce. The shine of last Friday afternoon's U.S.-China Phase 1 trade agreement has quickly worn off, which I'm not surprised. This market in the economy is in such a fast-paced state that even if something does come to terms, even if they do reach an agreement, things blow over really quick, and people are so emotionally attached, and there's so much emotional involvement in these markets that it obviously wore off extremely quick, and people are already starting to fear again. After having the weekend to ponder the matters, the trader investor now reckon the agreement is fraught with the potholes that are likely to derail it. Now there are reports that China wants to talk about even signing talk before even signing the Phase 1 agreement. The devil's in the details, after the saying goes, and also optimism is expressed late last week regarding the UK-European Union agreement on Brexit has dimmed. So there was dour economic news coming out of China to start the trading week, and China's exports to the U.S. dropped 22% in September year on year. China's total exports fell 3.2% in the month. China's total imports into September were down 8.5%. So all of the above are producing some new safe haven demand for gold and silver markets, which is definitely true. Import and exports are dropping drastically from China and the U.S. side of it, and this is definitely going to be causing a lot of optimism, a lot of skepticism, and a lot of fear. A lot of people are going to be highly insecure about what's going on a global geopolitical scale, and they find safe haven investment, they find precious metals as the safe haven alternative, which you should. I mean, gold and silver have always been the one thing you can turn to when all else fails, which is definitely true. So NYMEX crude oil prices are solidly lower, trading around $53 a barrel. The other key outside market sees the US dollar index moderately up in midday, which is interesting, and I made a video about this yesterday. As the dollar is actually rising, so is gold and silver, and that actually doesn't happen at all. It's not even rare, it just doesn't happen. Anytime the dollar's low, silver's high. Anytime that the dollar's high, silver's low. But right now we see both of these on a somewhat positive scale moving upwards, which is extremely rare, and it's so rare that it hasn't happened basically ever. And I made a video yesterday breaking this down, sharing what's happening. I showed the historical data shown on a chart analysis standpoint. If you want to check that video out, I highly recommend it. It's really, really interesting on what's happening with the dollar index and gold and silver prices, how they're correlating right now. But anyways, there were no major U.S. economic data released Monday, as banks and the U.S. government are closed for Columbus Day holiday. So technically, December gold future prices were near midday range at midday today. The bulls still have the near-term technical advantage, but a 5-week-old downtrend is still in place, which is good, and it's also showing where the support levels are going to be tested, because even though it isn't still in a 5-week-old downtrend, the gold bulls still have the advantage. So anyways, there's resistance at $1,543 and support level is at $1,465. So if you are in gold market, which a lot of people probably do diversify into gold and find some benefits in gold, like I mentioned in previous videos, those are your support and resistance levels. For silver, which is the more highly sought after, or the focal point of this video, We have the session high was near midday today, which is actually good. The silver bulls have the overall near-term technical advantage, but there is still a 5-week-old downtrend, and silver bulls next upside price breakout objective is closing above $18.50 an ounce. The next downside price breakout objective for bears is closing around $16.94. First resistance was seen at $18 and then at $18.25. The next support seen is at $17.30. So I actually do want to share copper as well, because I actually have been hearing a lot of people mentioning they are looking to get into platinum, palladium, copper, and other investments. And precious metals, they're all intrinsic and they all have the same benefits to some extent. So I won't knock you if you are investing in the copper or even other, platinum or palladium, especially as platinum and especially palladium has been booming for shortages and other reasons. But December, New York copper closed at 15 points up $262 and or 262 cents today. Prices closed near the session high and closed at a 3-week high close today. The copper bears still have the near-term technical advantage. Copper bulls next upside price objective is pushing and closing prices around solid technical resistance at 270 cents. The next downside price breakout objective for bears is closing prices around the support of 248 cents. So if you are into copper, I know it's been extremely low and it's been a really weird market for that, but platinum and palladium have had a lot of volatility and fluctuated a lot over, but I am curious if you invest into those or if you focus on gold and silver and why. A lot of people just want to keep it simple. They see the potential, they see the opportunity that lies within gold and silver, more specifically silver, as it's the undervalued metal. But I do get it, but I am curious what you guys think about platinum or palladium. I know some of you guys do buy some of the platinum coins, like even if it's just from the US Mint. I know they have some platinum coins that are pretty cool, but palladium is a unique one, and it has shown a lot of potential and a lot of opportunity to capitalize on some profit. So I'm curious. But obviously this shows that, as things are getting, more escalated more quickly, they're going to get blown over as quickly as well. And this could be for in a positive light or negative light. So this means even if something crazy does happen and prices shoot up, it might get blown over and prices might fluctuate back down. So there really is no support. There really is nothing that's going to share where prices are headed for a structural or foundational standpoint, because these markets are more speculative than ever have been before. And I hate to say that, but it's true. But you can also use that speculation to your advantage to make some very profitable choices. Now, if you can apply all this context, whether it's the news from the political standpoint, from the production standpoint, the industrial side of it, the technological standpoint of it, or learning how to apply that along with charts, you can definitely get a very, very accurate you can get a very accurate response on where prices will be headed for the near term. And not even just sharing what the near-term technical advantage points are for the support and resistance levels or for the bulls or the bears, but you can also apply this to your actual stacking strategies, and you can reflect off of them or trade in between. A lot of you guys are into silver ETFs, and I'm curious if you are applying these things or these principles to your stacking strategies, because it definitely could be extremely beneficial and extremely profitable. I myself do not invest in the silver ETFs, but I've talked about, my opinions on them before. I do see potential, I do see profits, and if you're capable to be a day trader or a marginal trader, and you have, you're able to, capitalize off of it, then definitely go for it. I don't see any problem in it. I still think the physical bullion it has more potential, and there's a lot of benefits that don't offer that from the ETF world that you should still be investing in. So I think diversification is always going to be the answer. But I am curious what you guys think about this. Obviously, no news has been coming out today, but by tomorrow, I'm curious where the markets are going to be headed. I think silver is going to reach around $18, hopefully at least around that $17.80, 85 cent range, and that will hopefully give enough oomph behind, motivation or momentum behind the prices for people to start catching on, and then prices will flourish from there heading into the holiday seasons. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up here. like I said before, the link will be in the description if you want to check it out. I try to highlight the main parts of these articles and just bring out the main points, but this article is what's relatively shorter, so I was able to cover it all. So if you do want to check it out, link will be in the description. Also, make sure you subscribe because you do want to stay updated and notified on the most current news in the day-to-day world of precious metals, and I will be doing that for you on a day-to-day basis. I post 3 videos a day, one in the morning, one in the middle of the day, and then one at night. So make sure you are always tuned in, and if you subscribe to this channel, then you will always be informed on the most recent up-to-date news, and this will highly affect how you invest your precious metals. So I definitely recommend doing that, and liking this video also does support the channel as well. But anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Stay tuned for another video coming shortly. I have another really cool video idea I'm going to start working on as soon as this video goes live. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I will see you guys soon. Peace.